Hey guys, it's me again. Just a really brief rant tonight, really brief. I was browsing through Twitter, as always. That's where my inspiration comes from when it comes to these videos, because that's where I find the most heresies. Anyway, there are only three kinds of people who like to say nobody knows the day or the hour. I'm talking about that verse supposedly pertaining to the rapture. There are only three kinds of people. The first one is the person who is just simply ignorant about it. Someone who has been brainwashed all their lives that that particular verse is speaking about the rapture, which of course it's not. I used to be one of those people. I remember, one of my friends from high school getting excited about a possible rapture day many years ago. And I basically politely and maybe even condescendingly told him that, hey, nobody knows the day and the hour. I sort of blew him off, and that was it. Nobody knows the day and the hour. And in my mind, it was like, oh, silly you. One day you'll be as wise as I am, and you'll figure out that nobody knows the day or the hour. Because, all the smart people agree that nobody will ever know the day or the hour of the rapture. Okay? So that's group number one. Hopefully, if you think that that verse is pertaining to the rapture, that you belong only to that group. Because the next two groups are not really good group. The second group is basically someone who hates the idea of the rapture, who hates the Lord's appearing, because they're so in love with this life, they're so in love with this world, and the only way they can get some sleep at night is by clinging on to that verse, hoping that it means that nobody knows the day or the hour, is talking about the rapture possibly happening 1,000,000 years from now. Yes, they have to take the chance that it can happen 5 minutes from now, but that also means that it can happen 5,000 years from now. And that gives them comfort, that gives them peace, that they get to enjoy this world a little longer. They just love this life, they love this world, they don't want to go anywhere. And I question if they're even really born again, because anyone who's truly born again would want to be with the Lord, and nothing beats being with the Lord. Okay, so that's group number two. Group number three are those who truly believe that, well, not believe, but they truly belong to Satan. And they know that that verse, nobody knows the day or the hour, has nothing to do with the rapture. But they spread lies deliberately just to discourage those of us who are watching. What they're basically saying is, nobody knows the day or the hour. So what's the point of watching? But they'll try to cover it up by saying, yeah, you should always be ready because nobody knows the day or the hour. You know what? If you're truly born again, you're as ready as you can be. That's the only requirement to partake in the rapture. The rapture is by grace alone, through faith alone. It's part of the salvation package. If your name is written in the Lamb's Book of Life, you're going up. That's it. It's not performance-based. It's not works-based. So that's another thing. And people are telling you that, yeah, make sure your lamps are filled. Stay away from those people. Those are Satan's kids. And what they're trying to imply is that not just the rapture, but salvation itself is works-based, and it's something that you have to maintain, and it's something that you could possibly lose if you don't maintain it enough. So that's a third group. Be sure you don't belong to any of those groups. Nobody knows the day or the hour is not talking about the rapture at all. So just pray that you get delivered from this brainwashing that you have endured your entire life as a Christian. everything in the Bible suggests that we can, C-A-N, know the day and the hour. Revelation chapter 3 verse 3 strongly suggests that. The fact that Jesus wants us to keep watch suggests that we can know the day and the hour. And as I pointed out in my previous video, all the pictures of the rapture from the Old Testament of similar things, they knew. Like Noah, he knew when the flood was going to hit. He was warned. Lot, he knew that the judgment was going to come the next day. He was warned. He knew when it was going to happen. Elijah, he knew that the Lord was going to take him up that day. And not just him, but everybody around him knew. His sidekick Elisha knew. And basically the whole town knew. So what makes us think that we, the church, the bride of Christ, who's positionally higher than any of those guys, will be left in the dark when it comes to the day and the hour, when we hear that glorious trumpet and the Lord calls us up to meet him in the air, and we get our eternal, glorified, sinless, immortal bodies. There's no reason to think that we won't know the day and the hour. We might not know it way ahead of time, but we will know shortly. And that short amount of time, no matter how short that is, even if it's just a few minutes before the actual trumpet, I would settle for that. It'll be the happiest few minutes of my entire existence on this earth, in this corruptible body anyway. And all the watching takes, however many years we've been watching. Once we finally get that revelation, the day and the hour, it'll be all worth it. And I believe we are that generation who will receive that revelation. And as I've been saying for the past couple of months or so, we need to go directly to the source. We need to go directly to the Lord. Keep asking, keep on knocking. Be like that persistent widow. And I believe that's what he wants from us, and he will reveal that day and hour to us, to those of us who are truly watching anyway. And we need to stay away from these watchmen guys who are just serving mammon. And that's really the only explanation I have. And I believe it's the correct explanation on why all these years, these past couple of years specifically, all these fantastic theories, perfect timelines that they came up with for the rapture, why they've all been duds. It's because you can't serve God and mammon. And if you have videos that are making money and you're putting out video after video after video because of the monetization, you're not serving the Lord, you're serving mammon. And you're not getting any revelation from the Lord. And the only logical conclusion is all these things that they came up with did not come from the Lord. Who did it come from? I don't know. Put two and two together. We need to go directly to the source. I believe we're still in the season, and that's all that matters. Do not be discouraged. Our redemption still draws near. Keep looking up. Keep on asking the Lord for that revelation, and he will give it to us. And I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully there won't be a next time.